Welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show here from the Colin Scroggins Studio, CNAW2news.com. That's the name of the website that you can go find all the news and weather around that Chattahoochee Valley area, home and lifestyle. Now they got brand new channels coming on. Colin Scroggins leading it all, and we're glad to be the official sports provider of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We're presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. We're presented by Houston Clinic, My Costello, Coca-Cola, and Chick-fil-A. 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 So we got 5 now. Thank you to all of them. And thank you to all our sponsors and corporate partners in the community that support what we do here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I'm in a jittery mood. I'm in a good mood because guess what? We dropped the power rankings. Boom! And I'll tell you this. We're ready because I don't know if y'all know this or not, and I'm going to start the show by saying this. We have 16 schools now, part of what we do at Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And number 1, we added 2 new schools, Chatco and Central, a part of what we're doing now. So we have 16 schools in our local area. Super excited about it and cannot wait to talk about our new power rankings, football power rankings. We're dropping them tonight. We got new volleyball power rankings we're going over. Brendan Neal is coming in studio, an absolute superstar in the making, senior at Brookstone. He did something pretty incredible here, playing in an awesome showcase with some other high-level players that could potentially get drafted to Major League Baseball. So we'll have him on. Mike Frost comes in to drop the rankings with Richard Holdridge. So we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we come back. We got more here, live from the studio. Colin Scroggins, Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
To get your case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
Hi, I'm Dr. Griff Gordy with Gordy Eye Care. For 20 years, we've been proud to serve the Phoenix City, Columbus, and surrounding areas. And Friday Night Lights is one of our favorite times of the year. My team and I love helping our student athletes and their families see every play clearly, with comprehensive eye exams and the latest in eyewear right here in our community. Here's to another season of Friday Night Football. I would love to see you and your family in our office so that we can get you seeing your best.
Listen up. This isn't some fast food nonsense. Our kitchen runs full tilt because shortcuts, not our thing. Those jar desserts, made by hand. Our Cayenne Ranch doesn't make itself. Our tenders are real tenderloin. Not like the other guys. Nope. We put the work in early. We brine. We buttermilk. We hand bread. Our cooked to order tenderloins rule the roost. It's real. Handmade.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent. I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're gonna make you feel at home. They're gonna take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Heavy duty savings on heavy duty trucks. Right now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Choose from over 75 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with savings up to $12,000. For work or play, check them all out side by side. Or get 4.9% financing for 48 months and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
To get your case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
worth it. It's worth it. It's a Heritage Bowl. Yep. Ain't nobody leaving the stadium, so shit, let's go ahead and let it play.
He's such a good kid, man. Brendan Neal. Welcome back, everyone, here on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show. That is Mike Frost, and we're ready to rank. Rankings coming out tonight. We're dropping those football power rankings. You know everybody is excited tonight. Woo! It's time to rank some high school football on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right, Mike. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
First rankings of the season.
Yes. We've been putting them off.
We have, because I've been
Everybody's played.
ready to who's going to be what, who's part of our coverage area this year. We got them now.
Yes.
Chris, where's yours? Bring him up. All right, let's get into it. First football power rankings of the season. Let's start with number 10. Columbus said, Mike, I don't care if your alma mater's Jordan. I'm going to take them behind the shed and 44-0.
Yeah.
We expected that. Good win for Bobby Peters and Columbus High. Now, again, not putting too much stock into it because I expect them to beat Jordan.
Yeah.
But still a good win. They come in at number 10, 1-0.
Yeah, exactly. They only had to throw the ball 3 times the entire game, so we didn't get to see a whole lot of Bobby Peters Jr. quarterback going in there in place of Andrew Smith IV. So we'll get to see him as the season goes on. But a good win to start things off. That's what got them in the rankings at 10. They had a good year last year. Let's see how they do this year.
All right, let's go to number 9 in our power rankings, and that is Calvary Christian. Now, we saw them in week 1. Got a big win over Bethlehem Christian. Last week, dealt with some injuries, some other things, and didn't have a full squad. Still was competitive against a really good Mount Vernon team, GHSA. Played on the road, only lost by 15. Calvary comes in at number 9, 1-1. They got a big game this week. You'll be there against Flint River, who's undefeated.
Yep.
So if they're able to beat them, I'm telling you, Calvary still got a lot to play for this season. I'm not putting too much stock in last week's loss. Calvary coming in at number 9.
Yeah, that's a good one right there. Had to come back from some penalties, some turnovers, some injuries now. Still had a good showing on offense and defense in both ball games. Looking forward to this week against Flint River. See if they're able to bounce back after that loss on the road at Mount Zion. I see it happening. I see Coach Brunson and that offense being able to light things up Friday night.
All right, number 8, the team that I think could be the surprise team this year, Shaw U. And by the way, A.T. Williams is here, Shaw legend. Played football, played linebacker for the Raiders, also played for the Auburn Tigers. His son Brennan's going to be coming on the show here in just a little bit, talking about a phenom, Brendan Neal. By the way, Alabama still playing right now. We hope the Little League team is winning. We're not. I'm just trying to hope they come back and take on and get that victory.
Yes.
But Mike Shaw, 1-0, shutting out Booker T. Washington. Play Upson-Lee will be there tomorrow, but they come in at number 8. I can see them moving up each and every week. But a big win last week.
Oh, yeah. It's just played smart ball last week, something we didn't see a whole lot of last year out of that ball club. A lot of turnovers, a lot of penalties last year, just mental errors. Starting off that first week with a 14-0 win, you get the big shutout on defense. I feel like it's a good chance of getting started off with 2 straight shutouts. Kind of reminds you of the old school defense Shaw used to have. They're able to run the ball, move it, not turn it over with Dalen Peterson at quarterback. I see the defense having another stellar outing this Thursday night, and hopefully they move to 2-0. And like you said, they'll keep climbing these rankings.
All right, let's go to number 7 on our rankings. And coming in at number 7 is Pacelli. Now, after week 1, if we would have dropped those rankings in week 0, Pacelli may have been a little bit higher. Yeah. I was really thinking this team could win a championship, and they still might do that. But they had a lot of mistakes in that loss to Stratford. Stratford's really good.
Yes.
They're right now ranked number 1 in the GIAA. Pacelli comes in at number 7. They play Dadeville this week. I can see them moving up. But with losing at home by 30, it was hard to keep them within that top 5, even though, remember, when we do our rankings, it is based off winning a state championship within your league, how you do within your league, your roster within your league. And even if you can't win state, how deep? Like, where are you ranked within your league? And if you're ranked within the top 2, that's going to go into effect in our rankings. So Pacelli comes in at number 7. I still think they're a top 4 GIAA team.
Yeah.
What says you at number 7?
Same with me. I mean, they lost to Stratford, yes, but I think that was more of the kick in the teeth that they needed. They had a big win going on the road for game 1 against FPD, got the big win with a 2-point conversion at the end there. Coming in, playing Stratford, who's got a monster of a running back in Aaron Jefferson, who's able to take it up and down the field on them. They know that. They can prepare for Dadeville now. Dadeville with a big 46-13 win over St. James last week as well over there, a 3A team in Alabama. We'll see how they do. I feel like it's a good spot for them to be at right now. They can still climb as it goes as well. Well, I see Pacelli winning a bunch of games here. They're going to rattle off some here lately and kind of try to climb up in these rankings and get back in that big championship contender status in GIAA.
All right. Everyone last week had their eyes this big and they put everyone on notice. That's Bryson Freeman and the Northside Patriots. Went to Smith Station and played really well.
Yes.
Close game in the first half, 9-6. Dominated the second half, 20-0, and won 29-6. Thrash looks good. Tarbo is probably one of the best running backs we have in our area. Not probably, he is.
Yeah.
The defense, really good.
Yes.
Terrence Jennings, a linebacker, he was all over the place. I could see Northside moving up. The only thing that's hurting Northside is they play in such a tough classification. But I promise you, I'm not sleeping on the Patriots anymore. They come in at number 6 at 1-0.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to put some people. They probably put some people in that region on notice as well, because everybody talked the entire offseason about how Northside might not win a game. Northside going into this region, it's going to be tough for them to even pull off a victory. But I feel like they got a good chance of taking on and beating teams like Morrow, Noonan, Tri-Cities, McIntosh, a bunch of these teams in that region to try to maybe push for a playoff spot now after watching them play week 1.
Yep.
I know we kind of can get our, get a little bit hyped up on some teams after 1 week. But if you're able to watch that team play at Smith Station the other day, like you said, the guys you brought up, Max Thrash at quarterback, Tarboro at running back, been able to go out there and run that triple option out of the spread, run a little bit of that RPO offense. And then you've got guys like Javion Floyd on the defensive side of the ball being able to plug holes and allowing the linebackers to roam free. I feel like Northside is going to put a lot of people on notice for the next couple of weeks, and I feel like that first game against Smith Station was a big victory to end up putting them in our rankings and really having people going, oh, look out for the Patriots.
All right, let's continue on, and let's move into the top 5. Glenwood is 1-0. According to the AHSAA, if the home team agrees with it, does not matter how much you played in the game, and they only played a quarter and a half. They stopped with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. The Gators got to win. Okay. They were up 7-0, and they are 1-0 on the season. And they were moving the football. They were looking really good. I watched some of that stream. I'm telling you right now, Glenwood is not a team you don't want to be reckoned with. I don't care what classification they're in. Gators come in at number 5 right now. They got a big one against Brookstone this week. We'll see how it's going to go down.
Yeah, we'll see here. And it's going to be one of those ones where they can come in there and host Brookstone, who started off 0-2 on the season. They're going to try to come in there head on fire, ready to play, trying not to start 0-3, but Glenwood, Coach Ryan Nelson and those guys over there in Phoenix City are going to be ready for it. They've heard all the rumbling as well with the new classification over there in Alabama, playing against a lot of the higher enrollment, bigger teams out of Mobile, Alabama, basically with UMS Wright, McGill Tulane, St. Michael's Catholic. But I feel like Glenwood's going to come into this one playing hot. They only played a quarter and a half first week of the season. They're ready to come in here and play a full game and get 4 quarters in and try to dominate.
Number 4, the Spencer Green Wave are 1-0. Big win over Brookstone last week. They take on Carver. I've heard some people within Georgia Alabama Sports Live, this was a collective group, said Spencer maybe even need to be higher.
Yeah.
And I know there are a couple of teams with 0-1 records in the top 3. We'll get into that here in just a moment. But Spencer comes in at number 4. I think this weekend we're going to learn a lot about Spencer if they're actually state championship caliber. Right now, they're going to be a really good team. I predict them going 6-4, 7-3. Don't expect anything different this year. As in the past 4 or 5 years, they've won 6 games or more under Joseph Kegler. I don't expect anything different, but it could be even better. They're able to take down Carver. But they did beat Brookstone. They come in at number 4.
Yeah, exactly right there. And a lot of the people I've heard about talking around the area, it wasn't just, you had a big game by Bonnier Gaither. You had a big one there by Elijah Fudge, Jordan Hudson, who we expect out of that offense at Spencer. But what a lot of people are talking about, the athleticism, the strength, and the size of that front 7 on offense and defense. Those linemen for both sides of the ball for Spencer came out playing great, opening holes against Brookstone, plugging holes on defense against that offense with Kingston Terry in the backfield. I feel like this is the week. If there's any year in the last 5 to 10 years where Spencer can have a little bit more confidence going into the Heritage Bowl, I feel like this is the year right here where they're actually coming in confident, thinking, all right, we can take this one.
Here's the top 3. Chris, I got Carver at number 3. I kind of contemplated this one. Out of the top 3, I honestly think Carver has the best chance to win a state championship because of Russell County playing in such a tough classification in 6A. Clay Chalkville is loaded. They just dominated someone in Georgia.
Pike Road every year.
Yeah, Pike Road's great. Central just lost to the number 9 team in the country against Thompson, and you heard it right. Central.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Central Phoenix City.
Red Devils.
The Red Devils.
All right. Look at that here. But Carver, they got beat by Frederick Douglass pretty handily. I was not expecting that. And I know Frederick's a bigger school, but we're only talking one classification up. They're 4A. I was not expecting Carver to lose the way they did. But I will never write off Jarvis Jones and the Tigers. I still think they have a chance to win state championship. I think they can go 9-1, 8-2 this year easily and make a deep playoff run. I promise you. I am not saying anything. But I do think I need to reward Russell County for as good as they did. But let's keep it on Carver. I'm keeping them number 3.
Yeah.
If they win this weekend like I think they can and they dominate, I can see Carver moving back up in the top 2. What says you?
I say the same there. Carver still got a shot there. They got their non-region schedule as well as the region schedule is one of the toughest in this entire state. I mean, starting off with Frederick Douglass, they still got to play Douglas County, Southwest DeKalb, all those other teams up there in the Atlanta area that are 5 and 6A schools. But it's kind of more of a preparatory thing. Get them ready for the region, get them ready for the 3A playoffs. I feel like it's going to do a good job of that. Give the kids something a little bit to build on week by week. They're a young team, a lot of young starters. They lost a lot from last year. Every year is a new year, but I feel like Carver, with Coach Jones at the helm, they're going to do a great job of getting these kids ready. And I feel like Sebastian Hurd is he's going to be a little bit upset about that 7 points up there at Frederick Douglass this past Friday. So I feel like both teams are going to come out there with their hair on fire. I feel like it's going to be a great Heritage Bowl this Friday night.
Russ County comes in at number 2, 55-7. Defense was loaded. Chris Lucas looked good, really good. Dominique Key, they were up 40-0 in the first half. I think they're going to take care of business against Headland this upcoming Friday. I think Russ County is going to start off with a bang. The problem is they got 2 really tough games. At Pike Road and Benjamin Russell at home. That's going to make or break if this team is championship caliber. They're playoff caliber. There's no doubt about it. Griggs has built a contender. Are they championship caliber? Russell County at number 2.
Yeah, that's a great one there. We were wondering coming into the year how Russell County was going to look, losing their all area quarterback in Bryson Riggins. They know they had a run game with Chris Lucas last year as a sophomore. Did a great job at the running back position. Had over 1,200 yards. Comes in, has a big game this past Friday night. A couple of touchdowns. You still got guys like Quentin Lewis at the wideout position, able to catch passes from Dominique Key. And then that defense stepping up big time, flying around. They're a lot better on the defensive side of the ball this year, which I think is going to be the big thing going against teams like Pike Road, who's able to basically, put it this way, just put 4 in the box in the backfield and then run it down their throat. And I don't feel like they're going to be able to do that again this year with that Russell County defense.
And number 1 team, Bobby Coleman's elite.
Yeah.
The talent is there. I fully believe in Coach Flournoy. Thompson's just really good.
Yeah.
I know there was a game that was pretty handled all game long by Thompson. But I don't think there's any other team in the state that's going to be able to do that to the Central Red Devils. I still think they're going to win 8 or 9 games this year. And who knows, by the time they play Thompson again, who's to say they can't catch them?
Oh, yeah.
But right now, Thompson is the better team. They're also ranked number 9 in the country according to Max Preps. But Central's a top 3 team in 7A. And just like Carver, I still think those 2 teams have the best opportunity out of all our schools to win a state championship this year.
Yeah, that's a big one there. I mean, you start off first game of the season, you're playing the number 9 team in the country. You're going to have some hiccups, even though they were at home. You know, big crowd. Sometimes there's going to be some mistakes made in that first game. Unfortunately, it was against the number 9 team in the country. So I feel like by the time they get around to the playoffs, they're going to be better prepared, more experienced, more gelled as a team, more cohesive on the line, and they're going to have a better game. So I feel like there's going to be a rematch later on in the season in the playoffs between Thompson and Central. Could be for the state title game. Who knows? But don't count out the Red Devils over there across the river.
Number 10, Columbus. Number 9, Calvary. Number 8, Shaw. 7, Pacelli. 6, Northside. 5. Here we go. Top 5 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. The live top 5. Glenwood. Spencer. Carver at 3. Russell County at 2. And the Red Devils come in at number 1. Those are our top 10 teams as of week 1. Subject to change next week. Big games happening on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, including number 3 versus number 4 going down. Glenwood taking on Brookstone. That should be a good game. We got Pacelli. They're taking on Dadeville. Shaw going against Upson Lee. But obviously the headliner is Carver Spencer.
Yes.
Speaking of that, we'll take a quick break. And when we come back from break, we're going to have Brendan Neal and Richard Holdridge. Then me and Mike will come back on and talk about this upcoming slate this weekend, preview some of those games, and then we'll end with the volleyball rankings on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Dr. Griff Gordy with Gordy Eye Care. For 20 years, we've been proud to serve the Phoenix City, Columbus, and surrounding areas. And Friday Night Lights is one of our favorite times of the year. My team and I love helping our student athletes and their families see every play clearly, with comprehensive eye exams and the latest in eyewear right here in our community. Here's to another season of Friday Night Football. I would love to see you and your family in our office so that we can get you seeing your best.
Listen up. This isn't some fast food nonsense. Our kitchen runs full tilt because shortcuts, not our thing. Those jar desserts, made by hand. Our cayenne ranch doesn't make itself. Our tenders are real tenderloin. Not like the other guys. Nope. We put the work in early. We brine. We buttermilk. We hand bread. Our cooked to order tenderloins rule the roost. It's real. Handmade.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. CarRex. Yes, CarRex. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostellolawfirm.com. Costello. CarRec. CarRec. Costello.
Are you looking for a great deal on a brand new Chevy or GMC truck? At Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, we have over 100 new Chevy and GMC 1500 Silverado and Sierra trucks to choose from, with savings up to over $12,000. Every model, check them all out side by side, or get super low financing rates and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
And we are back here at the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show here in the Colin Scroggins Studios. And I got him. He is a Brookstone 5-tool baseball player. And it is Brennan Neal here in the studio. Brennan, welcome.
Yes, sir. Nice to see you.
Well, you've had a busy summer. But before we get into all of that, I do want to talk about your baseball career because it started at a very young age. How young were you when you started playing baseball, and where did you play as far as Little League, and how did you end up in Columbus?
Yes, sir. I started at about 8 years old, I'm pretty sure. I lived in Tyrone, Georgia, so it was Tyrone, Little League, and then played at Peachtree City. And I would just say my dad got me into the sport at a young age.
Absolutely, and we know your dad very well, A.T. Neal. Really, the athleticism runs in your family. We've seen you play at Brookstone, not just baseball, but basketball. You've done football, done track. Just talk about the fundamentals of baseball, trying to work on your craft, because you're in your senior year at Brookstone. You've had a busy summer, but I know that you want to try to play baseball at the next level. What are some of the things you've been working on, and what are some of the tournaments that you've been in this summer?
Yeah, I've just been working on my speed and strength. I just want to be as strong as I can because I know that correlates to my hitting and my pitching and how hard I can throw and all that. And then I played in about 4 tournaments this summer, and then I've been to 3 major showcases, but I've been all over the country.
Yeah, all over the country. Like what, in Pittsburgh? What are some other cities you visited this summer?
I've been to Long Beach, California, Miami, Florida, Philadelphia, Atlanta, of course, and then I'm going to Baltimore on Friday.
That is awesome, and I know that you have been busy. So going into your senior year, the focus has been on baseball. When did you decide, okay, I'm just going to focus on baseball? Because you've been a multi-sport athlete at Brookstone, but you've actually started to focus on baseball, getting prepared for college and eventually the draft.
I would say it was more on August 1st of junior year.
Okay.
That was the day that college coaches could reach out.
Nice.
And I had a couple coaches reach out to me, and ever since that date, I was like, hey, I got to put football down and focus on something that can get me to the next level.
And have you made an official decision on where you want to play college baseball?
Yes, sir. I'm committed to Auburn University. I love the coaches there. It's great hospitality, and I've been a fan since I was a young boy, so it's a great spot for me to go to.
That is awesome. Where your dad played college football, that is awesome. One thing about college baseball, what I've noticed is that NIL is now a factor in college baseball. A lot of kids who are top Major League Baseball draft picks out of high school, which is fine going through the minor leagues, but now to get just more developed in the collegiate level, then go to the draft. Have you thought about possibly just having a college career and possibly getting drafted? Because you can still get drafted and then choose to go to college. What are your thoughts on the Major League Amateur Draft?
I think it's a great opportunity to get drafted out of high school, but as of right now, I'm just hoping to have the best high school season that I can, and then somewhere in the high school season or right after the high school season, make that decision on if I want to get drafted or if I want to go to Auburn and continue my eligibility there.
Brandon, great baseball players have come from this area. What comes to mind when you think of the names? Frank Thomas, Tim Hudson, Reggie Abercrombie, Edwin Jackson, Colby and Corey Rasmus.
I just think that they all have the dog mentality.
Yeah.
I met Frank Thomas before, and he's just overall a great dude. And it's just, in my opinion, it's great to be in the same conversations as them. They made it where I want to make it, which is the MLB, and I just hope I'm the next person from Columbus to make it to the MLB.
And Brandon, I got to say, I've been amazed with the way you play the game. I've had the privilege of calling your games on Georgia Alabama Sports Live for the past couple of seasons. I would consider you a 5-tool player, but you also can pitch, so that's kind of a 6th tool. You come in relief and shut the door down. ERA of 0.00. I was like, the stats is like you were like unhittable at times, but you play shortstop where you sacrifice your body. You're making sure you're diving for loose balls. You're actually throwing from your knees and getting runners out. Is shortstop your favorite position, or do you like playing at other positions? And what about the outfield? Is that another position that you wouldn't mind playing if the opportunity came?
Oh, yes, sir. If the opportunity came, I'll play outfield, of course. I mean,
because you got speed. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All positions are fun. I love playing shortstop in high school ball. I get to show athleticism, and I get to help my team in the best way possible. But I'll play anywhere on the field, just except catcher. Anywhere of the other 8 positions, I have any team, but anywhere but catcher.
Yeah, catcher does do wear and tear on a lot of – you see a lot of Major League Baseball players like – my favorite player was Buster Posey. Yes, he retired before he hit 40 because the catcher is just nothing but wear and tear. You see a lot of catchers switching to DH. Mm-hmm. Joe Mauer, another great catcher. Who's your favorite Major League Baseball team, and who's your favorite player?
Well, my favorite team is the Braves, of course. But my favorite player is Byron Buxton, the center fielder for the Twins.
Yes, he's
five-tool player.
Great player.
He's from South Georgia and very fast guy. He has hits for power, contact, and all that.
And I know that you talking to other baseball players and traveling the way you've been, playing baseball in the GIAA, you've had some battles with FPD and Keon Johnson, who just got drafted in the majors. Have you interacted with him at all, or Blake Barnett from Citizens Christian? I mean, we had several players in this state that got drafted to the majors. And were there any interactions with any of those players?
Yeah, I've talked to Keon numerous times. I mean, he could just be like a role model. It's great to see him and Blake Bryant get drafted out of the GIAA. It shows me that I can get drafted out of the GIAA.
Oh, absolutely.
And, I mean, they're just, like I said earlier, they're 2 dogs from the state of Georgia. So I'm just proud of both of them for where they're going, and I hope I'm the next person to get drafted out of the GIAA.
All right. Talk about, like, your journey of going, like, because you're going off again this time to Baltimore. When are you going to come back and focus just on baseball for Brookstone? I know that it's just around the corner. I think that you could start practicing in January, and of course we'll have baseball media day during that time as well.
Well, I have a couple tournaments this fall. I think it's maybe going to be like 3 or 4, so nothing too many. But those should be done by the middle of October. So as soon as like October 15th hits, I'll be back home working out 4 days a week. Then going to school, of course, then doing like hitting and throwing after school. So I give my arm a little bit of break from pitching, but weight room and hitting every day has to happen.
Well, Brandon, I am so excited about seeing your senior year. I mean, we've been calling your game since you were a freshman. You won 2 GIAA championships with Brookstone. I know last year you guys lost, but you guys definitely going to bounce back this year. Hopefully you guys can win a championship this year. That would give you 3 championships at Brookstone. So we are so excited that we get to stream your games on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and good luck this season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Brandon Neal, he's a baseball player, plays for the Brookstone Cougars, and he is going to go play college baseball at Auburn. I'm excited about this guy. He is an incredible baseball player, a 5-tool baseball player who can also pitch. All right, let's go and take a break. When we come back, we got volleyball rankings. Frosty and myself, we are going to ruffle some feathers. Don't go anywhere. It's the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show, live from the Colin Scroggins studio. We'll be back after this.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
To get your case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you looking for a great deal on a brand new Chevy or GMC truck? At Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, we have over 100 new Chevy and GMC 1500 Silverado and Sierra trucks to choose from, with savings up to over $12,000. Every model, check them all out side by side, or get super low financing rates and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent. I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're going to make you feel at home. They're going to take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
To get your case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
How about that phenom? Brendan Neal's is a stud, brother.
Yes, he is.
Star in the making, senior year, going to have an incredible. We're cheering for him. He's going to do great things. Thanks for coming in, Brendan Neal, and always good to see his dad, A.T. Williams, Mike.
Oh, yeah, it was fun. Like watching him last year for the first time. You know, you always hear about the kids, and then when you actually get out there to watch them play on the field, he batted 500, sure, but defensively, I don't know if I've seen a better defensive shortstop in the area.
Can I tell you something?
What's that?
Fresh Fade Mike is in the building.
Skin
Fresh
fade, bro.
Fade Mike is in the building.
Blades 2.0.
Fresh
Hook me
Fade
up.
Mike is in the building. All right, Fresh Fade Mike. Let's talk about some of the games we're doing. Let's start tomorrow. We got 2 games here locally. We're only doing one of them. Kendrick at Hardaway. I think this could be a game deciding who's going to get at least 2 or 3 victories this year. I think maybe we missed the boat on Kendrick a little bit. Maybe Miller County's a little bit better than we thought. 51-0 at halftime. Was not expecting that, though. I'm taking the Cherokee over Hardaway. Would not be shocked, though, if Hardaway does pull off the upset. I would say it's an upset. I still think Kendrick's a really good team. Both got dominated last week. What says you with Kendrick and Kendrick and Hardaway?
I believe Kendrick has the ability to come out there with the win. It's going to come down to, can they hold on to the ball? They run a style of offense where it depends on keeping hold of the ball, the option, a little bit of the wing there. They had a couple of turnovers last year, including last week. Hardaway came out, played hard against a good Randolph Clay team, a freshman quarterback, another freshman in Hamilton out there playing basically Mr. Everyman on the offense. So I feel like Hardaway could keep it close. I think we might get a good all 4-quarter game coming up this Thursday night. I feel like it's going to be a Kendrick victory, but I wouldn't be shocked if Hardaway pulls off the upset.
I would not be shocked either. All right, let's go from there to Shaw. Brain fart. Upson-Lee and Shaw. Upson's a good team.
Yeah.
But I think the Raiders got something this year, man. I really am looking forward to seeing Dalen Peterson, but more than anything, I think that defense is going to be able to keep them in games this year. What are you looking forward to with that one? 7 o'clock, me and Mike on the call, live from Kinnett Stadium on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm excited, man. I was wanting to see this, but I already figured Shaw was going to be great this year. As far as, we both talked about it being our surprise team, 7, a possible 8 wins for the Raiders this year. Showed out on defense. Didn't expect a shutout on the road in Atlanta against BTW last week. They're going to be taking on the Upson Lee Knights out of Thomaston. Upson Lee losing last week to Lamar County 24-3. So it's going to be one of those things where can Shaw pull up? I have them personally being able to maybe start off the season with 2 consecutive shutouts defensively. Those guys play aggressive on that side of the ball. They play fast. And as long as Dalen Peterson and that offense can keep them turning the ball over, Shaw's going to be a tough one to beat this year.
All right, from Shaw and Upson Lee, let's go to Friday night. We have 4, count them, 4 games we're going to be doing on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. 5 for this week, 4 on Friday night. All right, let's start with your game, Calvary and Flint River. Calvary coming in 1-1, Flint River 1-0. They played 3 times in the last several seasons. Calvary has won a game, and then Flint River won last year, and then Flint River won the previous 2 in dominant fashion, 70-0.
Yeah.
Both the games combined, it was 42-0, 28-0. Flint River's a good program.
Yeah.
We've seen them win state and make it to state in 2 of the last 3 seasons. What says you about the Wildcats and the Knights?
I feel like Calvary's going to come back with a little bit of a vengeance. They had a good game, had a good showing against a good playoff team in Mount Zion last week. That offense is just going to be too tough. A couple of the new guys on the team over there at Calvary, Coach Brunson's going to have them ready. A couple of injuries last week. Lick the wounds, get ready. That loss doesn't really mean anything. It might, just for power rankings, everything else might have a little bit of an effect, but you playing a higher-ranked team in the GHSA could be a help as well with that close of a ball game. I feel like Braxton Wilkinson, Bull McGee, those guys are going to have a great game out there for Calvary. I see them being able to pull off a big win.
Another game that we're going to be doing on Georgia Alabama Sports Live is Pacelli and Dadeville. Dadeville, an AHSAA school last year, played against the Gators. Pretty decent team. Pacelli trying to go to 2-1. They don't want to go 0-2 to start the season at home. I don't see that. I think Smitty Grider and company are going to be coming out motivated than ever, and I think they'll handle this win pretty convincingly. Pacelli and Dadeville, what are you looking forward to with that one?
I feel like Pacelli's going to come back with a bit of a vengeance as well. Talked to Coach Daniels while I was out there today doing the Pacelli softball game. He said that they probably needed that little bit of a kick in the teeth to kind of wake them up last week. Again, Stratford with that running back, Aaron Jefferson, those guys, it's a well-oiled machine out there. They're defending state champs in the GIAA. You expected them to come out and play tough, but you didn't expect a boat race like it was last Friday. So I feel like Pacelli's going to be ready. Dadeville coming off a big 46-13 win over St. James. It's going to be a good one out there. I think out there at Diamond Field, we're going to get a big back-and-forth contest there on Friday night.
Brookstone and the Gators, Glenwood. They faced twice already. 2022, Brookstone won at Glenwood. Glenwood returned the favor and won at Brookstone in 2023. They take on each other this year. Brookstone 0-2. Mm-hmm. They're going to come out with a kitchen sink, I feel like. Glenwood getting that win over Lee Scott. They're trying to go to 2-0 before their tough region starts under Ryan Nelson. What are you looking forward to with this one? The Gators and the Cougars, really good programs going against each other.
I feel like it's going to come down to who makes the least amount of mistakes. Neither one of them have a whole lot of depth. The starting 11 on both sides of the ball are really tough for both Brookstone and Glenwood. So it's not going to come down to a depth of game. It's going to come down to who makes the least amount of mistakes, who can control the ball, who can control the line of scrimmage. I feel like Glenwood has a little bit of a hand up, a level up on Brookstone right now. But Brookstone could come out there with the hair on fire because they're mad. 0-2. Most of us predicted them to finish 8-2 for the season and make another run for a state title. So is it possible that they start 0-3? I think it is, just because Glenwood, Coach Ryan Nelson is going to have those guys ready. They're fresh. They only played a quarter and a half against Lee Scott last week before the weather decided to go ahead and end that one. So I feel like they're going to come in fresh. They didn't have to go through a whole lot of injury last Friday night. I feel like Glenwood's going to be ready. It's going to be a good ball game. It's going to be a great atmosphere.
And finally, the Heritage Bowl is back. And Carver and Spencer are going to be battling it out this Friday night, 7 p.m. Game day, 5:30. You'll be there to do your head pick, and then you're going to have to go all the way up to the other side of town. Calvary will be playing at 7:30. What are you looking forward to with this one? Spencer coming in off the win off of Brookstone. They're 1-0. Carver off the loss to Frederick Douglass. City's buzzing right now, and there's a lot of people predicting an upset potentially to happen. I'm not going to give a pick. I'm calling the game. But, Mike, how do you feel like that game could play out?
Yeah, I'm going to wait to give mine Friday as well. But between Carver and Spencer, you're going to have it's a lot more into it this year, I feel, because of the big Spencer win last week, because of the Carver loss last week. Kind of gives the Spencer fans and the players and the students a little bit more of okay, we got a shot this year to get a big upset in the Heritage Bowl. They haven't had that big of an opportunity, or don't feel like they've had that big of an opportunity in years with the way that Carver's been able to play. Carver, they're going to be mad. 28-7. it's one of those things where it's all right, we need to go 1-0 week by week. So I feel like Carver's going to come out ready. Those kids are going to come out, upset because of what happened last week up there in Atlanta against Frederick Douglass, against a great team out there, a playoff team in 4A. But I feel like it's going to be a back and forth battle. I feel like the crowd, the stadium, the environment's going to be insane. The tailgating is going to be fun. And these kids are going to come out there. Let's see who can kind of keep it under control, keep the emotions in check, and stick to the game plan, stick to the ball game, and get a big win on either side of the ball. I feel like it's going to be a lot closer than it has been in recent years.
I think so, too. I'm looking forward to a tightly contested matchup at 7 p.m., and hopefully everyone gets home safe and we have a lot of fun because we know it's going to be a packed house. Everybody's going to be at Memorial Stadium, 7 p.m. Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Cannot wait. Live from the Heritage Bowl. All right, We'll take a break. Mike Frost is going to get out of here as he was able – Pacelli took down Manchester, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we had about an hour and a half worth of lightning delays with
That's fun,
barely a cloud in the sky.
You love that, don't you?
Yeah, I just got to sit in the sun for an extra hour and a half today, and I'm too big for this.
You hear me and Mike DeMar live from Kinnett Stadium. We'll have Richard Holgers to come back as we'll talk volleyball rankings and wrap up the show here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Dr. Griff Gordy with Gordy Eye Care. For 20 years, we've been proud to serve the Phoenix City, Columbus, and surrounding areas. And Friday Night Lights is one of our favorite times of the year. My team and I love helping our student athletes and their families see every play clearly, with comprehensive eye exams and the latest in eyewear right here in our community. Here's to another season of Friday Night Football. I would love to see you and your family in our office so that we can get you seeing your best.
Heavy-duty savings on heavy-duty trucks. Right now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Choose from over 75 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with savings up to $12,000. For work or play, check them all out side by side. Or get 4.9% financing for 48 months and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
To get your case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
To get your case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
And welcome back to the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show. It's Richard Holdridge. It's Thrift Behringer. Thrift, it's time to ruffle some feathers. Chris, throw up those volleyball rankings. Chris? You throwing up those volleyball rankings?
Chris is asleep.
What's going on now?
Everybody's
I thought
asleep.
I was running this show. Thrift, you told me I was running this segment. What's going on, man?
Rich, you trying to break any news right now? Is this something you want to get off your chest?
Yeah, come on, Chris, put the camera on me.
Hold up. That's fine.
All right. You bring it out to Seinfeld? Go ahead, bring it. Bring out to Seinfeld.
I want his segment right now.
Bring it out to Seinfeld. Go ahead.
Rich, what do you got on your chest right now?
I got a lot. A lot of things are happening in and around town, but I am excited to talk volleyball rankings because we dropped them on Sunday, and we had some movers and shakers.
Chris,
what's the deal with that?
I'm tired, and this is my deal. I don't have anything to complain about other than I need some energy. We're only 3 weeks into the school year, and your boy's about to just literally... What? We got to wake up. We got Heritage Bowl. So, If anybody's got something to help me with energy, bring it. What's the deal with that? Thanks, guys. Chris?
Yeah,
Back
that was
to
awesome.
Richard.
Okay, back to me. All right, Chris, throw up those volleyball rankings. Number 10, I thought I would never say this, Thrift, but the two-time defending GIAA champion Pacelli Vikings are in our rankings, but they are at number 10. It's because of their record. They're 3-12. Now, to be fair, they've played a lot of tough opponents. They play Brookstone tomorrow, but this is what you expect. You got all these teams that are going to give their best shot at a team that has lost players like Shannon Menifee, Anna Doe, Caroline Hilton, and you name it, and they're on their third coach in the last 3 years. I mean, it's because, Coach Trotter, husband is in the military, is overseas, and now she's moved on. But I do believe that Pacelli's going to be fine when it's all said and done, but it's just shocking to see a 3-12 record on the two-time GIAA champs.
I completely agree with you, Rich. And coming in at number 9, the Carver Tigers, 8 Hardaway and 7 Shaw. Rich, what's your thoughts on them?
Well, Shaw went to right now they're undefeated in region play. They did go to the semifinals of the region championship, and they got to the second round of the playoffs last year. So I expected Shaw to be good. Hardaway is surprising some people. A couple weeks ago I did not have him in my rankings, and there's a certain AD over there at Hardaway that shall remain nameless that was kind of what's up with that? Why didn't you have Hardaway in the rankings? I mean, come on. I'm sorry, Coach.
Who are you smiling at? Who's the coach?
Let's just say she's got a show here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Kim Ellison?
With her sister, yes.
Kim Ellison's a volleyball coach?
No, the
Who's
AD.
a volleyball coach?
The AD.
Rich, that went over everybody's head.
It did?
I want that clip right now, him smiling at the camera like
Oh,
that.
boy.
Please, do that again.
Am I going to live that down?
Please smile like that again. Please. That guy wants your number now.
Volleyball coach, Jessica Herndon for Hardaway.
Yes.
Coach Herndon.
Yeah, and Coach Herndon looked at you and said, "You've lost your mind.
You lost your mind not putting Hardaway in our rankings." No, I was talking about a certain athletic director.
Kelly was like, "You've lost your mind." Shaw comes in at number 7. How about Coach Curtis Crowell and company coming in?
Savannah Battles is the head coach,
and
Coach Crowell.
These teams have played a lot of matches.
Columbus
High 5-6 at number 6, and Glenwood 3-4 at number 5. Why do you have them where you have them, Rich?
Well, Glenwood beat Brookstone. They've played a tough schedule. That's why I got Glenwood there. But Glenwood did beat Pacelli. I know that they were in that tri-match, and then they've just started playing, but Coach Kayla Strength has got them play well. Yeah, they did lose to East Coweta. That's a 6A school in Georgia. And St. James, Pike Road, and Prattville, all higher classifications. Even though their record's 3-4, just seeing like Rory Dunbar, Malaya West Sanchez, he's got some talent. And I think that when it's all said and done, Glenwood is going to be one of the top teams in AA private.
Kendrick. How about Coach Long, 11-1 to start the year? Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. The coach of the year last year, Coach Angela Long, Michaela Teal, great volleyball player. Kendrick, remember, in a new region, they could win that region, host some playoff games. I know that they want to try to get to the second round or even the quarters because they're in a region that is winnable with Carver, Worth County, Sumter County, Crisp County. This is a winnable region, and we're pulling for the Kendrick Cherokees. They've looked fantastic. 8-1 or 11-1 record. They were 8-1 last week, but great job so far by the Kendrick Cherokees.
Northside at number 3. Why do you have the Patriots only at number 3?
All right, here we go, Thrift. At number 3, Northside, they're a 6A school, and they have played a lot of games, 11-6. I'm looking at their schedule. They've got some quality wins. They've beaten Whitewater. They've beaten LaGrange. They've beaten Smith Station, Carrollton. They've beaten Harris County and Central in a tri-match yesterday. They got a massive game this Thursday against Columbus and LaGrange. So they got another tri-match. They're playing a lot of games. The reason why I got them ranked 3rd is because of the teams that are in front of them. When we do these rankings, we're talking about path to the state championship. And I think even though Northside is 11-6 and they've been absolutely fantastic, they are still in 6A. And that's a lot of talent in 6A. Cassia Roper is the head volleyball coach for the Northside Lady Patriots. I know they don't get talked a lot about, but Anijah Smith is only a sophomore. She's leading the team with 2.8 kills per set. Layla Pope, I mean, we've heard about her, great volleyball player at Northside. I got them at number 3 only because that path to the state championship is going to be a little bit more tougher at 6A.
Brookstone number 2, they took a step back after getting beat by how about Calvary coming in number 1, undefeated and didn't lose a set against Brookstone, 3-0. How about that, Rich?
Yeah, Calvary wanted it. They were playing at home. They had a lot of momentum. One thing about Calvary is they have depth. When you have Abigail Steffens, Abigail Holder, Olivia Smithwick, Madeline Gaps, you've got a lot of depth. Coach Henthorne's got a team that's been together since they were freshmen, and they are all seniors, and they feel that they could win a championship. I know that Brookstone felt it was this year that they were going to get over the hump and finally get the best of Pacelli, because Pacelli's knocked them out of the playoffs the last 2 years, and they still have a great team. Carson Galligan, what could you say about her? 5.2 kills per set, an incredible stat, and Coach Lee Halverson got a great team, but it was Calvary's night. I expect Brookstone to bounce back when Calvary plays at Brookstone. Brookstone's getting ready to play Pacelli, but it's going to be a battle. That's why I got these two teams ranked 1 and 2, because I do think that these two teams are going to battle. Calvary's schedule, they take on Roswell, a GHSA school, and the Keens Academy in a tri-match, and then they're going to end up facing Pacelli at home on September the 3rd. I mean, they've got opportunities to face Heritage again, Glenwood a couple of times, Brookstone, so they're going to be tested, and I can't wait to see Calvary make a run, and I can't wait to see Brookstone make a run in the GIAA.
Speaking of volleyball, we got Brookstone and Pacelli going to be facing off tomorrow on Georgia Alabama Sports Hub. We also got Upson Lee versus Shaw. That should be a ton of fun. And then if I'm not mistaken, we got flag football. Russell County is going to be taking on Pike County. Glenwood coaches show, and then 4 football games: Flint River at Calvary, Brookstone at Glenwood, Dadeville at Pacelli, and then Spencer and Carverwell. Saturday morning roar on this Saturday at 9 o'clock, recapping all the games as always, and it's just been another great show. Did we get a score update on Alabama?
Yeah, they were trailing 7-2 in the 4th inning. I'm actually trying to pull that up now because I was actually watching it. It's still 7-2. It's now the bottom of the 5th inning.
Well, it looks like maybe the Cinderella run could be done for Alabama. What an incredible run it's been.
Yeah.
Pitching, they just ran out of pitching.
They ran out of pitching.
And they're playing every day.
Every day in the elimination bracket. I do want to say this, Thrift. I'm so proud of this team. The fact that Jerry Taylor, what a heroic starting performance yesterday against Tacoma. He was going up against the ace, Frankie McCabe. But Kinley Rasmus breaking the record of 5 hits. I don't know if she got her 6th hit. I think she walked and got on base a couple of times. But 5 hits, more than any girl in the Little League World Series. And she's one of the best players in Little League World Series history. Not just the best girl, one of the best players. I mean, she's just having fun out there. She's playing with the guys, and she is just calm, cool, collected. Even when she committed an error in a game, it didn't bother her. And she went out there and just played baseball. And if this is her last baseball game, I do want to say this, now that we have Central, that we're going to see Kinley Rasmus on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and that makes me happy.
Me too, Rich. And we'll cheer them on. It's the top of the 6th. Go turn on ESPN. Hopefully they can score 5 runs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Miracle run going. Thank y'all so much for watching. We hope you had a great night, and we'll see you next time on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show.
Hi, I'm Dr. Griff Gordy with Gordy Eye Care. For 20 years, we've been proud to serve the Phoenix City, Columbus, and surrounding areas. And Friday Night Lights is one of our favorite times of the year. My team and I love helping our student athletes and their families see every play clearly, with comprehensive eye exams and the latest in eyewear right here in our community. Here's to another season of Friday Night Football. I would love to see you and your family in our office so that we can get you seeing your best.